Have you ever seen a LEGO submarine diving into the depths of water? In today's video, I'll take you on an incredible journey with this handmade LEGO submarine. Let's start with the building process. First, I needed to design the battery compartment, build the frame, and attach the motor parts. Each LEGO piece gradually connected together, creating a complete structure. And now, let's test the first step, gliding on the water. Look, the submarine moves extremely smoothly, gliding across the water like a real pilot. It's amazing. But the main challenge is still ahead, to see if it can dive deep. To do this, I need to add weight to help the submarine sink. Everything is ready. Time to test. But the submarine tried its best, but still didn't move. What a pity. Not giving up, I decided to adjust the design. This time, I added 2 vertical propellers on the front sides to increase thrust when diving. Let's try again. But still no success. I continued to experiment by changing the propeller to a larger one in hopes of generating more power. The result? The submarine started moving, but it was still not completely smooth. Determined to conquer the challenge, I changed to a smaller propeller with a more optimized design. But still no result. One last try. And wow! The result was truly amazing. The submarine dived, moved flexibly, and turned gracefully underwater. Look, it looks like a real sea creature, gliding through our LEGO ocean. What do you think of this submarine design? Leave a comment and some suggestions for my next design. In today's video, I'm building a LEGO car that can drive underwater and take on some exciting challenges. Join me as we dive into this fun and creative experiment. To start off, I've built the car with a sturdy frame, wheels, motor, and battery. Making sure everything works well beneath the surface. Time for the first test. And yes, it moves perfectly. Next, I fill the tank with water and place the car inside. Without any obstacles, it glides smoothly underwater. Now let's compare its speed on land versus underwater. As expected, it runs much faster outside of the water without all that resistance. Then, I swap out the wheels for smaller ones to see how that affects performance. This version also drives smoothly underwater. Next, I try some gray plastic wheels and the results are even better. Impressive grip and motion. But when I test small black rubber wheels, oh, the battery falls into the water. Time for a quick fix and better waterproofing. Let's keep going. In the next trial, I test even smaller wheels, and to my surprise, the car zips through the water with great speed. But before we jump into the next challenge, let's take a quick recap. In Challenge 2, the car must travel across a rocky underwater path. The first version fails to make it through. I switch to another, but that one also can't complete the route. With black wheels, it gets a bit farther but still doesn't reach the end. Even the gray wheels don't manage it. But with red wheels, success! The car crosses effortlessly. On to Challenge 3, a track filled with gel beads. The red wheels glide right through it. It almost feels too easy. So let's turn up the difficulty in Challenge 4. I lower the water level in the tank, increasing resistance for the car. Now the question is, can these LEGO machines handle the tougher environment? Let's find out in next videos. Hello, today I'm bringing you an exciting new challenge with custom-built LEGO cars. Can they glide across the water like a boat? Let's find out. First, I have a car with 4 large black wheels. I drop it into a glass tank filled with water. Let's get started. Wow, the car can still move on water, but at a very slow speed. Maybe it needs some extra support to move faster. I decided to attach 4 legs with gears to the large wheels. However, after this modification, the speed didn't improve much. Replace the 4 legs with 4 Technic bars. Wow! The speed has increased slightly compared to the previous 2 attempts. This time, I tried adding multiple small technical beams to each wheel. Oh no! The result wasn't what I expected. The car moved even slower than before. Let's see the top 3 fastest wheel designs. Next, instead of modifying the wheels, I decided to try a different approach, adding a motor at the back to power the propellers. First, I attached a multi-blade propeller. The motor started, but the car didn't move at all. Let's try again. Oh no, it's still stuck. I switched to a 3-blade gray propeller. Look at that! The car glides smoothly across the water. Then, I replaced it with a 3-blade black propeller. Amazing! This time, the car moved even faster. Continuing the experiment, I tried a long 3-blade propeller. The motor spun so fast that water splashed everywhere, making the car spin in circles around the glass tank. Finally, I tested a yellow gear propeller. Instead of moving forward, it only created big splashes while the car remained stationary. This attempt was a failure. Let's take a look at the most successful propeller designs. Hey everyone, I'm back with an epic underwater challenge this time. It's all about testing whether our LEGO vehicles can carry heavy loads and still move smoothly underwater. Let's dive in and find out. I've got a glass tank filled with water and a custom-built trailer ready to haul some weight. But how can it move underwater? I attached a motor and propeller to the trailer, and just like that it glides effortlessly across the surface. Now let's add 200 grams of rocks to the trailer. Oh no, it sinks instantly. I replaced the propeller with a sail to help balance the weight. It works. The trailer now floats again. But with 400 grams, it sinks straight to the bottom. I reattach the motor and propeller for better propulsion and upgrade to a more powerful propeller. And wow, it handles 400 grams with ease. Even 600 grams isn't a problem. But here's the catch. It can't turn. The same happens at 800 grams. Once I load it with 1200 grams, it stops moving completely. Looks like we need a bigger propeller for more power. Problem solved. With a larger propeller, it easily pulls the 1200 gram load. But what about heavier weights? Let's find out. One by one, the trailer conquers every challenge. Until it hits 3 kilograms, that's when disaster strikes. The propeller breaks, and the vehicle can't continue its journey. So, what do you think of this underwater challenge? Drop a comment below with your ideas. I'd love to hear your suggestions for even more creative builds.
Hey everyone!
It's time for another muddy challenge, and this time it's a LEGO tug-of-war battle in the mud. Which car will come out on top? See now. The muddy battlefield is ready. And, up first, we've got a red tank car with powerful tracked wheels. It will be going up against a yellow car with basic black rubber tires. Here we go! Whoa, no contest. The yellow car doesn't stand a chance. The tank's treads grip the mud tightly and pull hard. Dragging the yellow car across the mud with ease. Total domination. Next up, the red tank faces off against a third car with unique wheels.
Round 2.
But, oh no! It instantly loses balance and flips over as soon as the pull begins. Despite trying to recover, it just can't match the tank's power. Another win for the red beast. Now comes car number 4, a small and compact truck.
Round 3.
Could it finally dethrone the reigning champion? Nope, same fate. It flips onto its back and gets dragged mercilessly through the mud. Another clean victory for the tank. Finally, a true contender enters the arena, a massive 6-wheeled truck. Looking stronger than anything we've seen so far. The match begins, and this time, it's intense. Both vehicles pull with everything they've got, but neither is giving an inch. They're locked in place, like an unstoppable force meeting an immovable object. Who will give in first? Who will take the crown? Let's drop your guesses in the comments below. Hello, in this video we're taking LEGO vehicle climbing to the next level. Can these machines conquer towering wooden obstacles ahead? Let's dive in and find out. To begin, I constructed a basic vehicle using a single motor and 4 rubber wheels. The first challenge, a wooden block 4 centimeters tall. It looked easy, but nope, the vehicle couldn't make it over. Next, I extended the frame by combining 2 motors. As expected, it handled the 4-centimeter obstacle with ease. But when the height doubled to 8 centimeters, it hit its limit. I swapped out the original wheels for 4 rugged off-road tires and restructured the frame into a triangle shape. That did the trick. It climbed over smoothly, even when the height was increased to 12 centimeters. But at 14 centimeters, it lost its balance and fell. We needed a new design to conquer this challenge. This time, the vehicle had a much more complex frame. I carefully assembled and reinforced it using LEGO beams, added gears, motors, and introduced a gear rack mechanism designed to lift and lower the vehicle. Once the wheels and motors were installed, the build was ready for action. Check it out! The front lifting mechanism raised the entire body onto the obstacle. Then the rear mechanism followed, pushing the vehicle completely onto the platform. It was a tense moment. Just a little misstep could have tipped it over. But in the end, it made it. Challenge complete. Just one look at these photos, and you can probably guess who today's star is, right? That's right. It's all about LEGO drift cars. These tiny thrilling machines are purpose-built to take on epic drifting challenges with style and flair. We kick things off with a minimalist design: 2 motors, 2 wheels, and a compact battery pack. That's it. But don't let the simplicity fool you. Once it starts moving, this little beast spins and slides in wild, unpredictable circles. An electrifying entrance that sets the tone for the rest of the show. Next up, we've got a more advanced model featuring 4 wheels and stabilizing legs. This design adds extra balance and control, allowing for smoother, more controlled drifts without sacrificing excitement. It's stable, sleek, and still packs a punch on the track. And now, make way for a true marvel. A drift car equipped with special swivel wheels. Its compact design makes it incredibly agile, capable of pulling off precise, dramatic moves. What kind of performance does it deliver? Join us to witness a drift showcase that's as fun as it is unforgettable.